Welcome to Writing Star 2. You are now in the character editor. You can put a character together according to your own preferences. Using the arrows to the left and right of the character, you can change the clothes. And with the button in the center below, you can decide whether it's a boy or girl. The character's name is shown in the field above, and you can change this by left-clicking in the box. Once you've completed the details of the character, you click on Continue. To return to the main menu, click on End. Now you face your second decision where you must choose which of the 3 different horse breeds you prefer and how your horse should look. Use the arrow keys in the field below in the middle until you arrive at the required breed, and then use the arrow keys at the right-hand side to pick out the hair and coat you want for your horse. Don't worry about this is simply your first horse, and you don't have to miss out on the other 2 types. You can unlock them as your riding career progresses. As in the character editor, you can choose a name for your horse by clicking in the field above the horse. Once you've decided on the details of the horse, click on Start. If you want to change something for the character, click on Back. You now find yourself in the yard, the game's menu. The arrows next to the box at the bottom center of the screen can be used to choose various buildings that represent different menu points. The stable brings you to the grooming and decoration level of the game. The tarmac road brings you back to the main menu. The main building in the middle of the yard brings you to You are now at the grooming level. If you keep the right button of your mouse pressed down and move the mouse, you will notice that this allows you to change the view around. When you've reached a point in the game where several horses are available, you can switch horses by clicking on the arrow next to the central box below. At the grooming level, you have a number of different utensils available. If you click on a symbol in the right-hand bar, you will see that the cursor changes corresponding to the symbol. Click on the hand, the first symbol at the top, and you can pet your horse. Left-click on the horse and move the hand with the mouse button pressed down. Select the hoof iron and click on one of the hooves. You will notice that the viewpoint alters and the horse raises its hoof. You can now use the hoof iron, keeping the mouse button pressed. By clicking on the brush, you are able to clean your horse when it's dirty. Horses with medium-length hair can be groomed using the comb. If you believe that your horse deserves a reward, you can give it a treat. Just click on the symbol and move the treat to the horse's mouth. Another left mouse click allows the horse to take the treat. Don't forget, your horse needs food and water. The two symbols at the bottom of the right-hand bar will ensure that your horse isn't hungry or thirsty. Now click above on the right where you see the box Decorate to go to the decoration level of the game. You can put items on your horse in the decoration level of Riding Star 2 once they've been unlocked. Using the arrows between the boxes to the right, you can switch between the various accessories until you find what you want for the next tournament or training session. You can also choose from various ribbons for a plated mane. Now use the grooming box to return to the grooming level or go directly to the yard level via to yard. Keep in mind that once you leave the decoration level, the items chosen will remain on your horse until the next time you make a change. I will now explain to you on this training ground how you control the game. You can control the horse to go forwards and backwards by using the W and S keys. For right or left movements, you keep the left mouse button pressed down and move the mouse in the direction you want to go. Now press once on W and move the horse to the spot indicated on the ground. Great! Some practice with the controls will be needed, but that was very good. Practice makes perfect. Now try your first jump. Use the spacebar to jump when you are trotting or galloping. Now ride over the points marked on the ground and jump over the oxer where the green arrow is. Super! You've now made your first jump. Now please take a little time to study the displays on the screen. Below left, you see a box indicating the current level where you are, along with your name and your horse's name. To the right below, there are 2 times shown. The one above is your current training or tournament best, and the one below is the maximum time you need to beat. Don't worry, the maximum is set so that you should be able to cover the course within that time. To the right above, you can see your horse's values. Stamina stands for the ability of your horse to maintain the highest possible speed over long stretches. Speed describes the overall riding speed of the horse. The higher this value, the faster the horse. Jumping power indicates how high the horse can jump. You will note that these values go down based on the time you take in training or a tournament. Each time you begin a new tournament, the values will be increased to their respective maximums. The aim of training, and an important part of Riding Star 2, is to improve these values through training and to progress to the next tournament level. Now you know all about show jumping. We are going to switch over to you are now in dressage training, and I will explain to you how the controls and interfaces work. The task in dressage is not just to perform certain exercises with your horse, but also to carry them out as elegantly as possible. The tasks to be completed are shown in the window above center. Let's start with a relatively simple exercise, the change of gait. In the window above, you will see follow the path in a collected trot. Increase your actual speed for this until it meets the required. Speed is increased by using the W key, and the horse may be slowed by using the S key. A display will always appear on the right of the screen whenever you should change your horse's gait. The arrows on the edge show the speed required, and the bar shows your current gait. If this is not the one required, the display bar is red. If it is okay, then it is green. Now you should increase your speed until the speed display goes green, showing you are at the correct speed. Maintain this until you reach the next circle marked on the ground. Great! You've just managed to carry out your first gait change. Dressage does not just consist of different gaits, but also of various figures which are demanded of the horse. Now tackle your first figure, right up to the next marking on the ground. Take note that markings for changes of gait are red, and for figures they are blue. The figure begins as soon as you ride onto the ground marking. Points appear on the screen for this. You have to follow the pattern with the cursor. It's a matter of how quickly you follow the points with the mouse and how quickly you make the figure. If you are too slow or miss too many of the points, your horse refuses and the figure is failed. Give it a try now. Well done! You have just ridden your first figure successfully. Congratulations, you've made it through the tutorial and now you can start with career mode.